Hi there, my name is Amanda. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to use the new AI feature that Microsoft has released for Power BI and Microsoft Fabric. This feature is called Power BI MCP modeling server. So it is a feature that can help you create DAX measures using AI. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to configure it to Claude. So you can write Claude prompts and Claude can create DAX measures directly onto your semantic model. So this is very useful for creating really complex DAX measures, and it's useful for updating your DAX definition. So if you have a lot of KPIs on your data model and you wanted an automated way to create definitions that are user friendly, Claude can do this for you directly on your semantic model or on your data model. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Okay, so to download the Power BI modeling MCP file, you need to go to Microsoft GitHub. And once you're in here, go to the manual and then manual download section. So in the section, they supply the full package. So you just need to copy that whole URL to get the files and then put it into your browser and then click enter. And then this should come up to your downloads. And once it's in there, you need to rename the extension to zip. So I'm doing that right now. Yes. And then we're going to go ahead and extract the data into a new folder. So you can name this folder whatever you want. You can place this wherever you want. And I'm just calling this Power BI MCP. And then I'm going to extract all these files into this new folder. And then inside that folder, I'm going to go into extensions and then server. And then I'm going to go into the Power BI modeling MCP file. And then I just need to double click to open the configuration file. So once I'm in here, I need to paste code. So Microsoft did provide code to put in here. And this code doesn't work. So I did have to change this code, but you would have needed just to do a copy from this and then paste it. But I will provide the corrected code. I did get this code from Girl in the Cube. So I'm just giving credit to her for providing this code. I will include it in the comment section. Just make sure that the path that is referenced here is your path and where you've just extracted all these files. All right, so once this is all done, we're all set to set up things on Claude. Okay, at this point, you want to connect to Claude Desktop. So on Claude Desktop, you're going to go to your settings. In your settings, you're going to go to Developer and then Edit Config. Mine is already running, but you would have to click Edit Config. And then once you're in here, you'll see that for me, I had all the code up to line 25 was already there. I just needed to add this piece of code. This is something that I'll also be providing, and you just have to paste that. Just make sure it's also pointing to your local path, not my path or any other path. And then once you're done, you can then prompt Claude. Okay, so this is my Fabric instance. I just wanted to show you guys this. Just make sure that you've logged in with your username so that you are actually in Fabric in the same in your default browser, so that Claude will be able to connect pretty seamlessly. All right, so I'm just copying my workspace name because I need to provide my exact workspace name to Claude when I ask Claude to connect to my Fabric environment. So I'm just typing a prompt here asking Claude to connect to my Fabric environment and to update my semantic model. And I needed to use the MCP that we just installed and is running. So I'm going to give Claude my workspace name. And I'm also giving Claude the name of my semantic model. So this has to be the exact name of the semantic model. So this is the name of my semantic model. I'm just going to copy it and paste it into my prompt so that Claude knows where to establish the connection. So Claude is trying to connect. So now my MFA has come up and I'm letting Claude in. So it didn't require any other credentials because I was already logged in. All right, so now Claude is telling me what it can do with my semantic model. It can delete measures. It can update columns. Okay, I'm just going to ask Claude to review the entire data model or semantic model and give me a list of all the tables in the model, so that I just know that it did actually establish a connection and it's actually looking at the semantic model that I'm interested in editing. Okay, so Claude is now showing that it has actually established a good connection, and these are all the tables that are inside of my data model. So I'm going to ask it to create some basic measures. So this is kind of the core function of MCP. It's to create some measures so that you don't need to write DAX yourself. Okay, I've just asked it to just create some basic measures for this model since we don't have any measures here. Okay, now it's thinking through what's the right measure. It's looking through the structure of the fact table, the dimension tables that I have in the model, and it's figuring out how to, what type of measures make sense and what the DAX would be. Okay, there you go. So Claude has created 15 new measures to add to the semantic model. So yeah, it's quite a few measures. It didn't show me what the calculations were, so I would need to go check those calculations myself in the model. But for now, I just want to refresh everything and just make sure I can see these measures. So going into the model and clicking measures, I can see all the 15 measures that Claude has created in here. So if I go to Power BI and just kind of test these out, I can just put a visual in here, and I'll put the product. I'll go to the product dimensions just to see some. Oh, I did forget to refresh, so I'm just quickly refreshing as well. And now I can see all of the measures, and they're in these folders that Claude created. So I'm just grabbing total sales amount, and I'm going to the product to get the category so that the data is grouped by category. And this is the sales amount. I may want to add one more measure in there. So I'm just looking for other types of measures. I'm seeing costs. Oh, there's gross profit. There's gross profit margin and total cost. Yeah, so it's just a bunch of measures already created for me. And I'm also going to create a table just so that I can see the data, see if the data looks okay. So I'm just adding a few columns here, and I'm going to add some of the measures that Claude created. See, total is, and then profit margin is probably good to see. And yeah, so profit and profit margin is really good to see that nothing went wrong. Looks good. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly just double check I'm just adding one more measure, the total cost here. And then I want to go and check the measures on my
on Fabric, because I didn't really check this. So you just have to be in edit mode to see the DAX. So now I'm seeing the DAX that Claude used. I'm seeing that he filtered the fact table on these, the measure table on these in these filters, and this is how he's getting the DAX created.
Okay, that was the demo. I hope you guys found that useful. Please do comment if you have any questions about this. I will be linking all the code snippets in the description area of this video. Another thing just to keep in mind with this, the AI obviously can make mistakes, so you have to double check the logic that it uses to create these DAX measures. Yeah, and just another note, maybe you should maybe do back up your semantic model, especially if it's in production, so that you don't lose your work, just in case something happens with the AI. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.